It's a me, Mario, and my brother, Luigi. Chris Pratt stars as Mario. We've also a star-studded cast, but before I get into any names, we've got the Super Mario Bros. Dot movie here to review, and you know what? It's only been in cinema for about 2 weeks, and it is one of the highest. I think it's the highest grossing animated movie of all time. Did it live up to the hype? I mean, as movies go today, I thought it did a good job. I mean, we're going to give. I'll give the rating at the at the end of the review. But to sum it up, I thought it was a fun, entertaining, not too long journey. The movie was about an hour and 35 minutes, which to me is perfect. Like the last movie I seen in the cinema was Avatar: Way of Water, and that just felt like it went on. It was like 2 hours 50, man. By the end of that, you're past it. Honestly, you're parched, man. You're absolutely fucking hanging on. But here, I felt it did a good job. But we kick off the beginning of this movie with a Super Mario Bros. Advert. Turns out they're two plumbers in Brooklyn. This was actually quite funny. The advert comes off, it's like, Mario, we just spent our life savings. Do you think this is good? I don't know why I'm doing a Russian accent for the Italia, but Forza Italia, Forza Ferrari, Forza Mario, Mario. And then Spike, their former employer, is like, so you two bozos left me to do that, ha ha. Mario squares up to him. Luigi's like, what are you doing? He's triple your size, big man. And he's like, ah, you're right. Then they get actually a phone call, and turns out it's not from their mum, it's from a customer, a clientele. So they head there, but they get into a beef with the dog that they've got because Luigi steps on the dog's bone and it absolutely snaps in half. And I thought that was pretty funny for what it was. They managed to fix the leak, but the dog comes in, closes the door behind them, and then we get like a really funny 5 minute scene where the dog is like chasing them. They eventually batter the dog and all this good stuff. But again, I thought this was actually pretty funny. The dog flies out the window. They manage to get the toilet plunger and pick the dog up. And then they get home and they're like, the whole family's making fun of them. Really, apart from their mum's like, yeah, he's not no bad. But their dad's like, he's a fucking failures. And it's like, you can't bring your brother down with you, big man. Or you can't quit your job and bring your brother down because of a failed dream. And I'm like, sounds a wee bit like YouTube to me, big man. But it is what it is here for Mario and Luigi. And aye, man, brilliant, lovely jubbly. We love to see it. But it is what it is. And now Mario and Princess Peach, when do they begin feuding or touching, holding hands, whatever? Well, they basically go to another job. Brooklyn's like drowning, flooding. They try and fix this pipe, but then they fall down and find all these other pipes. Luigi gets sucked into this green pipe. Mario gets sucked into the same pipe. And then they get split up. Basically, with Mario ends up in like the mushroom land with Toad, and then Luigi ends up in Bowser's land. And he is played by Jack Black, of course. We did get like a quick wee intro to the movie at the start where he basically attacked the penguins, and it was funny because they were throwing snowballs, and the offense was just absolutely doing nothing. But Big Bowser was like, "Aye, mate, I'll batter your entire family, big man. That's no happening." But then Mario eventually does he finds his way to the princess, which is funny. Princess Peach, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, had no idea who she was, like by name, but by looking at her, I'm pretty sure it was her who played Last Night in Soho. Although I wouldn't actually bet my fucking top rocker in it, to be honest. Don't actually know what else she's in, but you know what? Last Night in Soho, I believe that's her. If you want to check out that review, guys, that's also up in the channel, and it is the 2020s playlist. But Toad is played by Keegan Michael Key, and he's brilliant, he's funny, you cannot complain with him, which is all good. But essentially, Mario has to go through the training course, which is just like the game. The soundtrack was really good in this. You know, you've Thunderstruck, you've Take On Me, you've I Need a Hero at the End of the Night, which was being played during this scene. But eventually, they decide they need the help of the donkeys, the Kongs. They go there. Cranky Kong is played by Fred Amasine, and the son is played by Seth Rogen, Donkey Kong. And him and Mario have a fight. But Mario beats him. I thought it was a pretty good fight. And then they're like, you know what, we need to pimp our rides here, so to speak. And you got a really good scene though, but like one of the Kongs drove them to Cranky, and it was Take On Me. It was brilliant, really brilliant. And then after this, you got Thunderstruck when they're assembling their motors and they're heading back to reunite with the mushrooms. But guess what? Who runs in? We get Bowser, played by Jack Black, and The Peaches song, very, very good, very funny. It's turned into a meme. I don't think it's all that great, but you know what? Everyone else thinks it's that great, so I'm not going to take away from people's sunshine, so to speak. So that's all good in the hood, son. But yeah, then we get like a car chase here essentially on Rainbow Road, which is, you know, if you played Mario Kart, guys, you'd be fucking tugging yourself off right now. But if you didn't, then you probably like what's Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road. I mean, I'm not actually the biggest fan of Mario. Like I love Mario Kart. I mean, I think there's many people who don't love Mario Kart, right? But in terms of Mario, the game itself, it wasn't never really a fan of me. To me, like I played unfair Mario a lot more than any of this other Mario stuff. But yeah, essentially Mario and Donkey Kong get split up. They end up in the stomach of this like big massive fish, whale, whatever. They manage to take it out. They fire a rocket. They're heading back towards the action. But at this point, Princess Peach is already agreed to marry Bowser after Toad was going to get killed. Toad has some really funny lines in this movie. I thought Toad was really good. Of course, he was good, man. He's played by Keegan-Michael Key, and that guy is very, very good. Epic rap battles of history. Cannot complain with Keegan-Michael Key, man. He is a great wee guy, and a great guy that he is, big man. And yeah, then we get the wedding, and then basically Princess Peach freezes everybody. She saves the world. Oh, but guess what? Luigi's about to burn alive, but Donkey Kong and Mario have shown up. Then we get like the final showdown. The mushrooms are saved. Everyone's saved. Looks like Bowser's going to be defeated, but then he unleashes the bomb, and the bomb chases after Mario, but Mario sends it through the green tunnel. But where does the green tunnel take us? Brooklyn. The explosion takes place. It sends everyone back to Brooklyn. We get the final showdown. Luigi and Mario team up to take on Bowser. They defeat him. They make him take the mushroom that makes you go really small. And then basically he's kept as an ornament, but Mario's family see him in Brooklyn now. It's the Super Mario Brothers save Brooklyn. Yes, could not be happier. Absolutely lovely job here for the gang. And aye. That's it, troops. The movie's done and the movie ends with the wee good morning song, and then they wake up. It turns out they're back in the Toad Land, the Mushroom Land. So we're going to get a second one. We've got a post-credit scene with Yoshi and also a Bowser scene, which was pretty funny. So yeah, you know what, guys? It was a decent movie, right? But see how much money it took them to make it. Like, I get it. If people, Jack Black and like Chris Pratt and Seth Rogen and Charlie Day and those sort of people aren't the cast, I mean, maybe people won't want to go and see it. But at the same time, like, you would not be aware of who was casted as who in this movie. Well, that's my opinion. Maybe Jack Black when he starts singing, but the rest of them, not so much. And Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, I'll give you that one. But anyway, guys, until next time, that is it for Fog Entertainment. The rating out of 10, it is a 7 from me. Very good, but well, not very good. It was good. It was good. You know, it was decent. It was damn good. It wasn't like it's not a 7.5 and above's like very good. 7's just on the borderline, the very good. But anyway, guys, till next time, peace.